Welcome Amakhosi Network, welcome to the channel. Today we're chatting about the left forwards that Kaizer Chiefs could possibly sign for this coming season and what these players are. I picked two players that Chiefs could sign for this coming season. Let's get to it. Please like, comment and subscribe, and thank you Sabonga for the support. This will be a quick video. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell your uncle, Vusabante Matuneni, tell everyone that it's time for Amakhosi Network. Let's get to it. So I picked out two players. The first player is Chandre Campbell and the second player is Antonio van Wyk. So let's give context as to what we want in the left forward. In left forward, we want someone who can take on players, and we want someone who can put in decent crosses and someone who can combine and add to our creativity. So in that, we need a player who is smart, we need a player who has pace, we need a player who can score goals, we need all of those attributes in this player. Are we going to sacrifice for that player? It's going to be obviously probably Potsani. Potsani probably won't make it for the till next season. This may probably be Potsani's last season with Chiefs. And another player that it's still not make sure if he will be at Kaizer Chiefs because his contract ends now, and apparently Chiefs wants to cut down his salary, is Keegan Dolly. So when Keegan Dolly is renegotiating with Kaizer Chiefs, we'll see if he pulls the come up billiard and goes to another team, or if he stays with Kaizer Chiefs. Let's chat about Chandre Campbell. Chandre Campbell, very left-footed winger. He comes across as more of our natural known left wingers. He comes across like that. He can cross the ball, very good at crosses. He's good at locating. He can score a lot of goals, as he showed in the DDC. He has a very beautiful left foot. Crossing, everything is amazing. This boy is talent. What are the issues with Chandre Campbell? Issue is that he plays for SuperSport United. Playing for SuperSport United means that Sundowns is probably going to get, if SuperSport is selling Chandre Campbell locally, Sundowns is probably going to be the first team who's going to get him. Why do I say this? Because Sundowns throws money at problems that we can't solve with money. Example, why am I saying this? If Sundowns and Chiefs come and Chiefs somehow are able to pull out 15 million for Chandre Campbell, what will happen is that Sundowns will pull out 25 million, and then SuperSport will be like, so Chiefs, Sundowns pulled out 25 million, what are you gonna do? And Chiefs is gonna be like, hey, we don't have 25 million, Bob. And then SuperSport is gonna be like, well, in our philosophy as a club, we work on selling players to the highest bidder. So with Thapelo Maseko, a European team was challenging Sundowns for Thapelo Maseko, and what happened? Sundowns outbid a European team, meaning that the Sundowns bought Thapelo Maseko for more than 13 million, somewhere around that region. So what I'm telling you is that as Kaizer Chiefs, we're not owned by a billionaire who can just take out that kind of money. So it's impossible for us to compete with Sundowns. And a lot of you are going to say, hey, Sundowns, Chiefs has money, what. And I'm like, guys, you must think of this practically. Where does Sundowns make its money? Is it in football or is it in Patrice Motsepe's businesses? First, ask yourself that first question before you want to start going and attacking management for not pulling out 40 million for one player. Ask yourself, does Sundowns make their money from soccer, or do they make their money from Patrice Motsepe? Meaning that if Patrice gives them 100 million, they have gone through many years of not gaining back that 100 million because they win 17 million here, they win 30 million. They at most were making like 30 million in most years. Them going to Africa, winning the AFL, all of these things, and Champions League, all of these things are not usual things that happen. So when you see that money, don't say happens every season. Sundowns in the past, I think this season alone, they've spent over maybe 150 million to purchase players, and they won't get that back until maybe Club World Cup, where it said they're gonna get about 1 billion just for participating. So you see what I mean? So, and then in Chiefs side of things, we don't have anything else but football, meaning that if Kaizer Chiefs is making 100 million, there's no other business that we can get that 100 million. So that 100 million has to pay players, has to pay staff. If you guys want Pito Msimang, who could cost Chiefs almost 50 million a season, that 100 million has to pay Pito, etc., etc. There's no one else who is just gonna give us an additional 150 to pay for all these things. You see, so that's one thing I'm gonna get out there. So that's the issue with Dushan Campbell. Next one is Antonio van Wyk. Right-footed player, plays on the left wing, cuts in, is more of a 1-2 player. He likes to play a 1-2-1-2. He's also good at goal scoring. We saw from DDC, good at goal scoring, and he's starting to show his ability now at Stellenbosch. So what is the issue with Stellenbosch is that if there are two players, between the two players, who are we likely to sign? We are more likely to sign Antonio van Wyk than we are Dushan Campbell, because Stellenbosch is willing to sell to Chiefs despite other bids that may be happening out there. So they'll just think for what's best for their player. So what's best for their player is to go to a team that's going to play. So chances are that is where Antonio van Wyk can fit in for Chiefs, where Chiefs could win or get to Antonio from Stellenbosch. So that is the good thing there. But at the same time, Stellenbosch is trying to change their philosophy, not to sell their players immediately, the star young players. It's for them to groom them, get the young crop who's going to replace them already in the system, then sell the already star players once they already have a replacement already in the team. So that is more the model they're taking. So it will be difficult to convince Stellenbosch, but it can happen. Stellenbosch is an easy thing because there's a lot of players that could easily be bought by Chiefs, which we will chat about in further games. Chief players that I'm talking about is Dino van Rooyen, because his cousin Ashley Dupree is in Kaizer Chiefs as a right back, so that could happen. And another one is Devon Titus, who is on our right wing, which we're also going to chat about in the next game. So tell me what you think about that. Antonio van Wyk and Dushan Campbell, who do you prefer? Who do you like? And do you even think it's possible for us to sign these players? Tell me what you think. Amakhosi for life.